How y'all doing? I just want to make a little quick video today of these two 22 pistols by Heritage. This one's the Rough Rider, but it's the bird's head grip with, I believe that's a 4 1/4, somewhere around there. It's 4 something. And then this is the Barkeep with the 2-inch barrel. I'm really only making this video because I haven't had this one on the channel yet, even though I've had it for a couple years. We did a review video of this. I'll put a link to that in the description. And I've also featured my 6 or 6.5-inch barreled Rough Rider with the standard grip a few years back. And I actually have a 100-yard video of that as well. And I'll link that in the description. And just for the sake of mentioning it, because a lot of people that look at these also look at the Ruger Wrangler, we did a review video on that as well. I'll post that in the description. And also got that one out to 100 yards, so that's a lot of links. I'll probably put them all in there for you guys. But you can also just go check out the 22 playlist on the channel, and anything rimfire will be in there. Anyways, as I said, I haven't had this one on the channel, so I figured, hey, why not, right? Throw a little Barkeep in there while we're at it. So this is the bird's head, as I said, 4-some-inch barrel. This gives a lot lighter, I wouldn't say tactical, because obviously you shouldn't associate the word tactical with a single shot or a single action revolver. But this feels more pointable, more tactical. Again, the word I shouldn't be saying. And just overall more steady. I mean, you can see that's one-handed there, and it's a lot more handy, I guess is the word we should use, than the 6-inch version. And the grip style is a lot different with that bird's head, but I kind of like it. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's definitely different, and you might love it, you might hate it. At first, I thought it was a little weird, but out here shooting it, I got used to it real quick, and I actually rather like it. So these do not have adjustable sights. However, a lot of times they'll come shooting slightly left or slightly right. You can grab that with some strong needle nose pliers or vice grips or something like that and bend it one way or the other to shift your point of aim. And I did it without scratching them any. I did it on this Barkeep, and you probably can't tell, and that's because I didn't mess it up like some smart people out there. I put a t-shirt over it before I clamped onto it, that way it wouldn't scratch the paint. And sometimes, especially if you get the Magnum cylinder, you can get the Magnum cylinder for both of these, by the way. Sometimes, depending on what you're shooting through here, whether it be shorts, longs, long rifles, or the Magnum cylinder, that changes your point of aim high or low. So people have been known to shave the blades on those as well for whatever particular round they want to shoot. But they're mostly set for 22 LR high velocity. It seems to be the closest thing as far as elevation goes. So again, they're single action. Here's your load gate right there. I really like that these, you got to go half cock here, but they have, oh, we got some empty shells in there. I forgot to take those out last time. Sometimes I just say screw it, because this one's kind of a pain in the butt that you have to use this to get them out, unlike this one where it has the ejector rod, so you can, kind of hard to do one-handed while recording, push them out. So this one and the bigger ones have that, but this little Barkeep does not, because of that short barrel. So you get this little stick to poke them out with. But we're on safe anywhere there, which is my next point, that these have a safety. Love it or hate it. Some people like it, some people don't, but it allows you to carry one in the chamber with the hammer back, not have to worry about it, anything like that. Plus you can dry fire it, because it doesn't actually hit the firing pin. And as I was speaking earlier about this one being more handy than the 6-inch version, this one's super handy. Super comfortable in the hands and super quick and tactile. So I actually prefer this one even more. And I was surprised, because I thought with the little barrel out of this that it'd get real low velocity, but my velocities out of this barrel were virtually the same as this barrel length. So at least here with these guns, it didn't seem to make a discernible difference in velocity by stepping down to this little 2-inch barrel. However, there is a pretty decent difference with the 6-inch version velocity. I can't remember exactly which video I tested on. It might have just been a Barkeep velocity test, but that'll be in the 22 playlist as well, as I said. Well, quit rambling on there, and let's hit some steel with it. It's about all I got to shoot out here. 22 LR doesn't have enough energy to knock these steel targets over, but we'll hit them anyways. Hopefully you can hear the pink. Well, I noticed I did worse with the Barkeep, but apparently it's still off to the left. I need to tweak that front sight some more. So I'm going to go down there and try with the Barkeep again. Well, there we go. That was 6 hits in a row without any misses, and a little bit quicker than with the bird's head over there, the 4-inch. Like I said, this Barkeep's a little more handy. I just didn't know it was still off to the left, so now that I knew where to aim there, I was pretty quick with it, even one-handed. Yep, I figured I was out for the big one. Aw, man. I keep getting duds in this one. Just shooting some crappy Winchester. Yeah, it's a lot quicker to work this one, especially one-handed. At least for me, having a little bit smaller hands. So, you know, these are nice little pistols for the price. Typically coming in just under $150. Sometimes, depending on your state and sales, you can get them as low as $100. Last time I got one of these for $100 was probably 5 or 6 years ago. And in that video, people are always like, where the heck did you find it for $99? But actually recently I just seen that these are coming down at some places again, and Heritage is offering a manufacturer rebate right now, which again brought the price down right around $100. It might have been like $109, but so if you know where to look, and it might depend on your state. Now online you can find them cheap like that sometimes too, but then obviously if you buy it online you got to pay shipping. But occasionally you can still find these for right around $100. The Barkeep usually runs a little bit more than that. But if you guys are paying more than $150 for these, look elsewhere. And a lot of times you can get them with the Magnum cylinder for right around $150, $160. So, but like I said, for the price, they're pretty nice little pistols. Generally work pretty well. I did have an issue with this one where I had some really bad lead fouling. I think it was either something with the timing or the forcing cone was, I seen some tooling marks on it, so I don't know if that's what caused it or whatever, but I sent it back, got a brand new barrel. Now it runs good. Like I said, a lot of times they don't shoot straight. You can, if it's not too bad, you can mess with that front blade and fix it yourself. But I would imagine if it's off far enough that you could probably send it back to them and ask them to replace whatever, you know, a new barrel and sight or something so that it'll shoot straight. If it's shooting 2 inches or more off to the left at 7 yards, you know. But usually it's not that bad. Sometimes they shoot dead on. I had one like that. I've owned 4 of these total, but my experience has been 3 out of those 4 never hit point of aim. I always had to adjust it a little bit. They shot off to the left or shot off to the right, but they always work generally pretty well. I've never had one fall apart on me or anything. The only thing I've noticed is that on this one, where is it? Just like you can see some of the paint is like coming off, because these are not blued, they are painted, so the finish isn't that great either. They're probably made out of pot metal. But if you just want something cheap to mess around with and plink with for the price, there you go. And you know, these will last a lifetime too if you take care of them. But it's just overall fit, finish, and quality isn't quite, you know, up to par with some of the more expensive ones. But for the price, they get it done. Well, I'm going to wrap it up there. Like I said, I just wanted this to be a somewhat quick video. The only point being that I hadn't had this bird's head on here, so I wanted to get that on the channel. And like I said, if you want to see the review on this, I'll post the link in the description. Post on the 6-inch also, the 100-yard video of that, the Ruger Wrangler, the 100-yard video on that perhaps. But like I said, everything and more rimfire. Check out the 22 playlist on the channel. But hey, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys on the next one.